Today we're out on the hunt for wrasse, sharing our tips and tricks and fishing with a couple of good mates. We are heading down now to one of our favourite marks. We fished this mark quite a lot on this channel. We are targeting wrasse today. We're going to be using all sorts of methods, showing you how we do it. We're going to be varying from lures to baits, all sorts, and we're going to be spending the whole day out targeting them in hopes of some big wrasse. So we're going to head down now across the boulder field to one of our marks and give it a good bashing.
Here we go, first things first, little soft plastic, just got that gold underbelly and darker top, and that's going to hopefully be picking me up some wrasse, some pollock, and even maybe a bass if they're around, although we've got very clear water, which we prefer for wrasse fishing rather than pollock and bass, but you never know. We'll get out there and we'll see what's going to take it.
Working all day in that August heat, and he taught me how to fish, my uncle taught me how to drink. Well, I went to California and I had me a band, and we played in all the bars in all the southern lands. We played all night and we drank for free, all of my boys and me. Now I'm 23 and there ain't nobody who can drink it like me. Soon I'll be 24 and the Lord knows that I can't drink no more. I know I should have taken it slow. It's not the way that my life.
There we go. That is a really nice coloured bellum wrasse. I was playing with him for ages. He was down there tapping at my lure and I could not get him to bite, so I was just trying all sorts, tapping it, lifting it up, dropping it down, and you grab it and let go, and eventually I fooled him. That is a really nice coloured one. Lovely, some red undertones on that fish and some blue ones even as well. You see the lure in his mouth there. Doesn't get much better than that. That was I've only been fishing for about 10 minutes, so brilliant. Really happy with him. We'll get some photos to the Instagram because he is a really cool one, and we'll get him released. Right, there we go. Hook's out and we'll get him back.
Let the radio play. 7 damn years I never thought she'd leave. Now I'm 23 and there ain't nobody who can drink it like me. Soon I'll be 24 and the Lord knows that I can't drink no more.
Okay, so the first method we like to use, this works very well for what the sort of things we do. It's just a little soft plastic. This is a Fish Crazy sand eel. I think the smallest size they do. You can use anything. I sometimes use like 3-inch Kitex for this sort of stuff as well. And literally, it's as simple as dropping it straight down, just like that. And I can see the bottom here, so it's not too difficult to avoid the snags. And yeah, just literally dropping it straight down. We're fishing onto some boulder field here, so very good habitat for wrasse. They like anything that's just rocky really, and that obviously provides them with food. So down here they'll be eating all sorts, like limpets off rocks, bugs that are crawling through the seaweed. And all I'm doing is just letting it hit the bottom. See my line is slack at the end there. Lifting it up and just giving it a tap, just like that, and then just pause it for 3 to 5 seconds, and then just another couple of taps, just like that. And what this does, underwater, the jig head will actually be hitting the rocks and making like a clack noise, which attracts any wrasse that are nearby and feeding, and they'll come straight into here to figure out what's going on. Obviously it's my lure, and yeah, if they're feeding, they'll just eat it straight away. And it's a really good method. Nothing, don't have to be casting and retrieving, just tapping, and you'll know if you get a bite. Sometimes it's a really subtle bite and it will just feel like you've snagged, but then you lift into it and it's a fish. Or 9 out of 10 times you get a few thuds on the rod which properly make the rod tip smack up and down, and then as you feel that the fish has actually got it rather than it's just mouthing at it, you strike and then you're on. And usually they go like hell when you get them from here, and they will get that drag peeling very nicely.
Lord, I know you're passed out on the floor. You're sober about 24. Simple as my mama said when I was very young.
That's how it's done.
So we've now fished this mark for a good, well, I say we've fished this mark for about a total of an hour. All three of us have fallen asleep on the rock for about an hour and a half. I think Harry woke up first and did a bit of fishing for another half an hour, but it seems to be a bit too clear and a bit too flat for anything that we want here. So what we're going to do is head round now to a big old gully in hopes of some wrasse from the depths. So that's the plan. We're going to be using limpets, lures, all that good stuff. So let's make our way around now.
I know you feel like you want me, and I guess in a way you do.
No! Oh, that was a nice one, yeah. Oh, I literally saw that fish. That was probably about 4 pounds. And you just spat it straight out. Oh, we're gonna get back down. That is promising, but that is also gutting, because I had him, he won't feed again now. Yep, fish. Well, to be honest with you, after catching, after missing that nice fish, I was gutted, but been rewarded by this lovely little one. Just cast up with the tide over that way, and yeah, took the crazy sand eel. I could feel him tapping away at it, so I just gave him a couple of seconds to actually properly get it eating. As soon as I could. As soon as like the rod tip bent over and I knew he had it properly in his mouth, I struck, and it obviously paid off. His only problem with these guys is this was literally, get my hook properly, there you go. This is a brand new lure, and he has, as you can see, ripped it a bit, but nothing super glue can't fix, and it's worth, well, in my opinion, I like sacrificing these lures just to catch these guys. They are stunning. You can see there, he's got a really, really nice tail. I'll get a close up of that on the phone and I'll get him released.
There he is, a lovely, lovely Vallum wrasse. Really nice blue tones to him. There we go. And we'll get him released. Here we go, here he is. Straight back down. Beautiful.
So I'm just going to run you quickly through what we do when we go out wrasse fishing. Obviously we've been fishing lures mostly. Got to be careful not to get wet. We've been fishing lures mostly. I've also done the occasional drop shot until I lost the rig, so I've got actually nothing to show you, but all it is a weight, bit of line into a hook, and then up into your main line. And all you do is you bait it up with a limpet, so you can go around all the little rock pools and bits, just with a rock, and just go smash the limpets off and use them for bait. And then also same with the jig head, as Harry has mentioned previously. You just hook it up, drop it straight down, and you sort of tend to catch the wrasse that are sitting underneath the rocks where you're fishing. Especially in this sort of ground here, we've got some big boulders, and they love to just hang about there. There's not a lot of kelp actually. We found that last time we came here, we were struggling for fish because of that, and it seems to be the same sort of case. But I mean, Harry's had a good amount of luck further out on lures, so we still managed to bring up some now. We are actually going to head out with a good mate later to do a bit of wrasse fishing, so hopefully we pick up a few more decent ones there. We're hoping for some bigger fish. But for now, that is pretty much the methods we're using.
There's a better one. Fourth proper bite and second fish from this mark anyway. Yeah, very little one, but still nice, and it felt a lot bigger on the take, but sometimes they do. Wrasse will hammer it and then go go like stink, and then they'll come in easily, which is what this guy did. See the lure there in the corner of his mouth, and all I'm doing is just casting up tide and just slowly retrieving it back. I do know this ground, it is snaggy, so it is risky. Obviously you do risk losing lures when fishing with these guys, but as you can see, it is effective. That's almost a bite a cast I think I probably had. So for those that don't know, we have a new merch line that has just launched. We've got 5 brand new designs, including the tub gurners and the conger reel. Alongside that, we have cod, thornback ray and plaice. So there's some really, really cool designs. Additionally, we've cut shipping costs completely. So for you guys, it's free shipping and 10% off. So it's the cheapest I'll ever get, really. So if you do want to pick one up, it really does help support the channel. And obviously, you can rep some really, really cool clothes.
Yeah.
So,
Link
yeah.
is in description, or head over to foulanglers.co.uk. Let's get back to fishing.
We are actually heading out with one of our mates who we fish with quite regularly, and he is a very, very good wrasse angler. So it'll be very interesting to see later on of how we do compared to this morning. So I've just arrived at the parking for the next mark, and I'll meet Ben in a second and we'll shoot down, and then Ollie's joining us a little bit later. I won't bore you with any of the walking or anything like that, and we'll cut straight to the fishing now.
Your legs are there.
Is it?
Ben's just brought up this bit of weed with some like eggs on. If anyone knows what they are, comment down below.
Idea we would have. That was action.
Told you on the snap,
I was checking my phone and then it just like slowly starts pulling. I was like, what? There we go, took it while the lure was slowly drifting down, like Ben said, just through the water column. And I was checking my phone and he took it and went to swim off with it. Perfectly hooked. In the side of the mouth, we'll get him unhooked. There you go, it's just on a rig there. The weight can free slide, which means it hits the bottom first like that, and then the lure slowly falls back down. But get them straight back.
Big to sonar.
Yes, Ollie.
Good one.
Must be big.
Doesn't feel crazy though for the size of the
Has it? No! Mate, if that ate that must have been alright.
I don't know.
So there we go, that was you joining us on a wrasse session down on Cornwall's south coast, and then an evening wrasse session again, a different mark on Cornwall's south coast. This morning started off not that productive, and then we changed marks, and then it turned on a little bit more, and then we headed back, sorted ourselves out ready for this evening session. We had a decent amount of fish today, just some of them we didn't film just because we were just enjoying fishing rather than filming, but probably overall this evening we have had about 6 to 8 fish, so it's been good fun, all up to about 2, maybe even 3 pounds, and yeah, it was really good fun. Spring's definitely on its way, the water temperatures are on the rise, and we've got some really promising forecasts for next week, so fingers crossed we'll be able to get out and do something really cool. But yeah, as always, if you did enjoy, make sure you click this video here and subscribe here. And thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.